Aw. In any case, I'll let you stay tonight, but I don't have any guest beds or futons, so... While all that was happening, 11 o'clock became midnight. Even if I took them home now, everyone was sure to be asleep. The one glimmer of hope that Shigure would call me back didn't happen, so tomorrow I decided that taking home was my first priority.
Of course we'll sleep in Master's bed, duh. I will also control myself in Master's bed.
Cleverly, they even brought pajamas. Why are there little bows, like, literally everywhere? What the fuck? Just how much planning went into their devious actions anyway. I see. If you don't do that, then where will I sleep?
Huh? You're not gonna sleep together with us even after getting this far? You eagle-clawed my booby. Master's a male, but doesn't know when to give up. I'm fine with Master and then Chocolate and then me. Yeah, being surrounded by Master and Vanilla makes me so happy.
Don't get ahead of yourself. A single bed for 3 people is too crowded.
Okay, since we're the ones that are intruding, we're fine here too. We can curl up and sleep like Neko. We're totally praiseworthy for not asking for luxuries. Model Neko, just like this.
The floor of an empty room, without even curtains. I watched the two of them lie down and curl up. Oh, that's way too pitiful a sight to be called praiseworthy. Oh.
Since you just moved in, there should be lots of boxes.
Oh yeah, where are the boxes that you guys came in? You can just sleep in those.
Apparently you could make a warm shelter, so we'll manage.
That's something only a certain type of person would say. Where did these Neko get this information from anyway? Well, they probably read a lot of books and watch TV in Shigure's room anyway. Chocola isn't good with kanji characters though, so she can only read picture books. I'm gonna give in and let them sleep in my bed, I bet. I bet you. On second thought, you two sleep in my bed. It still gets cold at night in April after all.
Then where's Master gonna sleep? Next to Chocola.
I'm gonna sleep on the sofa. The sofa can fit 1 person and there's air conditioning.
That's not right. If that's the case, Chocola will sleep on the sofa. Master, please sleep together with Vanilla on the bed. I'm more relaxed on the sofa. It's better if Chocola and Master use the bed.
They moved quickly toward me. I placed my hands on their heads and spoke in a clear, stern voice. Listen to me. I'll sleep on the sofa. You two sleep in my room. Those are your master's orders, okay?
Oh, Master.
I said it like that deliberately. The two of them looked like they wanted to say something but hesitated. They lowered their heads apologetically.
I'm sorry, Master. I'm sorry, Master.
They stammered and looked like they were on the verge of crying. Their obedience had the exact opposite of the effect I expected. It filled me with guilt. I felt a prickling sensation in my chest. That pain left me as I sighed and rubbed the two of them on the head. Come on, get going, you little snooty patooties. Oh, God. Good night. If anything happens, just tell me.
Okay, good night, Master. Good night, Master.
I gently rubbed the heads of the dispirited Neko once more. See you in the morning. With that said, I turned the lights off in the room.
Master. I'm sorry I caused you so much trouble.
In that darkened room, her voice faintly echoed. The pain in my heart from before became even sharper. I swallowed that pain and replied cheerfully. It's all right. It's just for 1 day, so don't worry about it.
Master.
Now then, go to sleep, you dummies. I really shouldn't act with emotion. I'm a tsundere. I lay down on the sofa. I sighed while I stared at the ceiling. If I give in to emotion, the result would just lead to more sadness. If I butt-touched all of them, think of all the sadness. Oh God. What? I don't want the backlog. That is why, if I used kind or hopeful words, the only thing to come out of my mouth would be lies. It's pretty much uncool in me to be so namby-pamby, while I piled the insults on myself. I closed my eyes and waited for sleep to take over. I bet a cat's gonna wake me up. No? If Chocola was only a blanket, there's a pretty big difference between an underquilt and a bed covering. What the fuck? Mm-hmm. Ah, no one woke me up! Sick! First day of baking, I guess. Or not. Okay. Oh, it's cool. Oh, son of a... Why does this keep happening? Is there a... Which... Oh. I'm trying to figure out if there's a button I keep pressing. Ah, whatever. Regarding this situation, I want to respect Chocolat and Vanilla's intentions. If Chocolat and Vanilla agree with it, then I'll come get them. I was finally able to get in... Oh, that was my sister. We sound the same. It's whatever. I was finally able to get in touch with her. Without any margin of negotiation space, I was struck down. But Shigure, even if you say that, I don't think Chocolat and Vanilla will. By the way, Nisama, would you whisper this morning's sweet nothings to your little sister? Don't make this into a daily thing. In any case, oh, I'm sorry. Father's calling me. I need to take my leave. Love you, Nisama. Talk to you later. Wait, Shigure. Oh my god. Seriously? As the ruthless electronic buzz of the dropped call echoed, I stared at my cell phone. I hear I thought this would all come to an end if I could just talk to Shigure.
Mutton breakfast tastes good. Master's breakfast always tastes good. Chocolate, there's ketchup on your cheek. Artistically, it's cute. I'll lick it off.
Oh, God. The Neko in question were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches. Incidentally, they contained tomato, cheese, and lettuce. And with an over-easy fried egg inside, it was a simple sandwich. That was breakfast, pretty much. You two are definitely going home today.
Master, is it not fun having Chocolate and Vanilla around? Chocolate's a lot of fun, you know. With Chocolate, it's a world-class level of fun. Last night, Master was really looking forward to it, too.
Stop with the deliberately misleading words. I sighed at their happy-go-lucky mindset. I took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. The eating habits of Neko were effectively the same as those of humans, so that part was straightforward. Of course, what they like and dislike depends on the individual Neko. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything in order yesterday. Also, today I really do have to start getting ready for the bakery's opening. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you guys. Be good girls and go home. With a sandwich in my hand, I said that to them.
Will Chocolate being around cause problems for Master?
She put the sandwich down on the plate, and just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturned eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. You're a problem. I answered very clearly.
I see. So that's how it really is.
Her shoulders drooped more than before. Her ears even drooped.
Chocolate.
Unable to make any fun of the situation, Vanilla could only look on with concern. Ugh. The pain from last night was pricking at my heart places. I tilted the already cooled coffee cup as my emotions dulled, unimpeded by my judgment.
Besides, Chocolate wants to be with Master.
Her ears, usually always perky, were drooping. Chocolate was speaking clearly, under her own volition.
If Chocolate is here, then I'm also here. I think I want to be here.
Vanilla's usual blank expression did not. Vanilla's a robot. However, she showed me her strong volition as well. I don't remember Chocolate or Vanilla ever being this disobedient. That thought was in the back of my mind. But if I was going to be swayed by that, then I wouldn't have said this. That, understood? What? Huh? Who is it? Another Neko? I'm with the Royal Wood. Thank you very much for your business. I'm here to deliver the tea set that you have ordered. I'll bring it into the bakery. This should be all the boxes. If everything looks to be in order, could you please sign the invoice? She smiled brightly and brought out a pen and the invoice. Okay, let's see. I once again looked over the sales invoice I received. Somehow this doesn't look like what I ordered. Is that so? Are you saying that these aren't the right items? No, the stuff I ordered is in here, but... I looked at the pile of boxes inside the bakery. There was a mountain of boxes. A mountain! It's as if the inside of the bakery was completely made of boxes. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside the bakery. Oh, I am sorry. I will check with the main office right away. Could you give me a few moments? I am sorry for the inconvenience. It appears that another order got mixed in with yours. Mr. Minaduki, I imagine that you may be in need of this stuff right away. So if it is possible, I was thinking maybe you could take receipt of this order. Take receipt of the order? From all this? The towering mountain of cardboard boxes. The words were stuck in my throat. All of them were of equal size. I couldn't know what was inside each of them without opening them up. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could see they contained expensive tea sets and tableware. And even if I took it all, it was a tall order to deal with all new stuff. There's still stuff that needs doing in advance of opening, so I don't mind taking this stuff, but it's going to take a while to deal with all this. Of course, I am more than happy to help. I have to make it to my next delivery, after all. Look, you don't need to give me all the pressure. From the look of it all, it would just take 2 hours or more, but to have it re-delivered would be redundant, too. Oh, God. Oh, Christ. Hello, ladies. Looks like I have a lifeline!
Nyan, 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 nyan.
Thank you for your help, girls. Thank you so very much. Well, I'll be on my way. Oh, I'm exhausted. I glanced at the organized tableware and lowered myself into a chair.
Master, here's some cold tea. Please enjoy it.
Thanks, Chocola. Don't mind if I do. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware had arrived. Soon I had to really get the bakery ready for its opening. I did say I needed any help I could find. When I really needed help this time. Huh?
Yeah.
The praise me aura. I could sense it. She had a wide smile on her face and was in a ready stance to receive my praise. Thanks. This was all thanks to Chocola and Vanilla for helping me.
Yay! Master is praising us, Vanilla. Yay! Yeah.
Oh my god, you are freaking out.
Yeah, this is a result of watching from the shadows. You did well. Master Chocolate was helpful, right? It's difficult for Master to work alone after all, right? Yes, assistance from a cat is definitely effective. If we weren't here, I imagine you'd still be sorting things.
You two are getting a little close, huh? The two of them leaned forward to press their case. If it's true, well, without Chocolate and Vanilla around, this would have been a real problem, but that has nothing to do with before. You two have to go home. Besides, it's not like I was going to ask you two to come work for me. Oh god, she's so sad.
I see. I guess it's no use then.
Her shoulders drooped, along with her ears and her tail. The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. She sighed deeply and looked disheartened.
I'll go and clean up since we're here anyway.
Still dejected, she trudged up to the second floor. Chocola isn't a fool. I knew that she was going out of her way to help me with that energy of hers. That's why this wasn't something I could easily change my mind about. Even more so if she cared that much for me.
Master, is it that much of a bother for us to be here? Are we bad girl? Oh god, are we bad girls?
She spoke in a small voice, in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked the question. You two aren't bad girls, that's why I don't want you to be here.
Even though we aren't bad girls, we can't stay.
It's because you two are good girls that I can't allow it.
Huh?
She blinked as she took in my words. It was almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart. She stared directly at me.
People are hard to understand. Neko do not understand these things. If we like a human, then we want to be near them. At the very least, I understand that.
Vanilla!
I will go check on Chocola.
With those words, she went upstairs. She rollerbladed away. The small footsteps sounded far away, and before long I couldn't hear them anymore. People are hard to understand, huh? Inside the empty bakery, I repeated those words she just said to me. Now that I think about it, it is inconsistent thinking, isn't it? Cats do not understand that. Having heard that said aloud, I began to understand what it really meant. Neko can enjoy many things by living a simple life. I looked at the name of the bakery affixed to the window. With a bitter smile, I began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier. Are we going to change the name of the place to NEKOPARA? Because that would be amazing. I broke Master's cup! The cup broke by itself. This is, like, really charming. I expected to be, like, super skeeved out by this game, and it's really charming so far, and that's weird.
That takoyaki seller isn't here today.
Just like yesterday, we took a walk through the park at night. However, that food stand was nowhere to be found. Also, it just so happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take the Neko home. I had also left behind the house key. That's why I made use of the time to do some shopping before Shigure got home.
Huh? Sorry, Vanilla. What was it? Neko nip? That sounds about right.
That isn't the right word at all. Chocolate, if you're tired, why don't we rest?
Okay, maybe a little bit. But I'm fine. Sorry to worry you, Master.
There's no need for you to apologize. She had an embarrassed smile on her face as she nodded. It was pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That is why there was nothing that could be said. Well, there happens to be a bench, so why don't we rest?
In that case, I'll go buy something to drink.
Thanks. Something for everybody?
Understood. Leave it to me.
I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocolate.
You.
The constant sea breeze rustled the trees in the park. Within the empty park, you could hear the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocolate. Like the gently setting sun, time passed slowly.
Chocolate. We'll go home.
Her voice was quiet enough that I almost couldn't hear her, yet she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocolate's head.
Master, is it all right if I call you sometimes?
Uh-huh.
Also, would it be all right to come visit you sometimes?
Uh-huh.
Master, will you think about us every day? Even if Chocolate's away, can I call you Master?
With a shaking voice, she wiped away her tears. Her voice cracked as she stifled her sobbing. She looked pained as she did her best to hold back emotions. I did my best to hold back the irresponsible words that were about to leak out. Of course.
I'm sorry, Master.
I was irritated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. As much as I could, I gently yeah.
Oh, Master, you're really kind, aren't you?
I don't think I'm being kind.
Master, you said the same thing before.
Before? Chocolate closed her eyes and smiled.
Do you remember when Chocolate and Vanilla, when Master and Shigure-chan took us home?
Of course I remember that. Flashback. It was a cold day, half a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were still young and couldn't even speak. They were huddled together, crying by the roadside. It was the day that I picked up their small, cold bodies and took them home. There was no way I could simply forget the important day our family grew. In the beginning, you two really didn't get used to things at home.
We were scared back then because we were in a house with people in Neko we didn't know.
But you two didn't eat, which worried Shigure.
Yeah, we really worried her.
As we talked about the past, I started to hear a bit of laughter in her voice.
Do you remember when Chocolate and Vanilla had a fever?
I do remember that. And then we died. It was a beautiful day that day in the park. Aww. It was a few days after we brought Chocolate and Vanilla home. They'd only occasionally drink a bit of water. As always, they didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnourishment and cold weather had really weakened their bodies. When Chocolate and Vanilla had a high fever, they really were in pain.
No one realized it that night, but we felt pain, anguish, loneliness. We couldn't speak and our arms and legs wouldn't move. We kept hoping for someone, just anyone to save us. We could only cry, and then...
It's alright, I'm with you two, so don't worry.
Master, with your big warm hands, you rubbed our heads. You kept saying, don't worry, while you were by our side, and continued to comfort us. And when morning came, you took us to the hospital. You were always by our side. Though we felt anxious in our helplessness, it really did feel like it was all an illusion. And just like before, you said the same thing, that you didn't think you were being kind. But if Master didn't save us, Chocolate and Vanilla wouldn't be here. That time, if Master wasn't by our side, we wouldn't be able to trust anybody. Thanks to Master, we were able to eat. We were able to get along with Shigure-chan and everybody else. That's why, from that day forward, Master became Chocola's master. Chocolate started loving her kind master that day and will forever. Do you see?
Her eyes were filled with tears. They were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
That's why when Chocolate hears Master won't be around, I couldn't do anything else but want to come with Master. I asked Shigure-chan.
She said that with the faintest of smiles. Those words were gentle and warm, but there was also a sadness and emptiness that could not be reached. Chocolate! I was the one she was saying this to, but the only thing I could say was her name.
When it comes to money and other difficult things, I guess Neko don't understand. But even then, Chocolate wants to be by Master's side. When Master's having a hard time or is in a pinch, I somehow know. It really just happens, but whether it's cleaning or doing the laundry or cooking, Chocolate will do anything. Even if I can't do it now, I will absolutely make sure that I will be able to do things right. That's why would it be okay to ask for one more favor? Chocolate wants to be next to Master.
Using her will to keep her tears from overflowing, Chocolate said those words clearly once again. Chocolate, if you could be with me. My inner thoughts were ready to overflow and engulf me. Clouds again. Ah, just like how it all began. For me to so honestly yearn for that, for me to so innocently believe that there's no way I would be against it. That day, Chocolate and Vanilla became an important part of my family. If they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable, but I was selfish to leave home like that. I didn't want to get my important family wrapped up in my selfishness and have them experience my unnecessary hardship. You two are important to me, after all.
We're Neko, so we're honest.
My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point, and she looked right at me as she stood at Chocolate's side.
For my part, I would be fine next to Chocolate, even if things weren't fun. Even if there's hardship, I think I'm fine with being with Chocolate. After all, when we're not together, then each of us suffers from loneliness.
Vanilla!
If I really love her, then even if it's troublesome, I want to be with her. Even then, I would want to be together with her, I think. Whether we'd be happy or not. Even though you're our master, don't you think it's wrong for you to decide that? Besides, when a person important to us is in trouble, that's more reason to want to be by their side. I don't know what we can do, but in tough times, we can be at your side to, cheer you up and stuff. We can do that.
Her gentle nature was like the setting sun. A warm and soft smile, the uncharacteristic words from Vanilla were really penetrating my heart.
That's probably why Shigure let us come to you, Master. Since Shigure can't be with you, we came in her stead. That's why, if Master really thinks about Chocolate, then I think we should be with you.
There was not even the faintest bit of hesitation. Those honest words went straight through me. Who am I to dictate Chocolate and Vanilla's happiness? That was the only thought in my otherwise empty head. Those words continued to resonate.
Even if we lived a worry-free life, we wouldn't like it if Master isn't around. No matter how difficult, Chocolate wants to be together with Master. That's why I ask that you allow us to be by your side. This is where Chocolate wants to be.
On the verge of crying, she smiled, but Chocolate clearly smiled. It was nothing but pure, genuine words. People really are at a loss for words when it comes to Neko, huh? Any reason to say no to those words was nowhere to be found.
Master does.
I won't be like back home. You can't just live here any way you like, you got it?
Yeah, that won't be a problem. As long as Master's here, Chocolate is happy. Very well, Master has finally surrendered. Wait. Sometimes people say they hate what they love. I guess. I read that in a book once. The teary moment seemed to be blown away by her brimming smile. Perhaps I just didn't believe in my family enough. Thinking from their perspective, it was a simple concept. Oh my god, I just realized my sister, purposefully was ignoring me. Because she was like, he's fine. Oh, goodness. It was still an immature thought to me, though, and it came too honestly
When it came to honesty, perhaps Neko were more human than humans. From here on, we gotta do our best together.
Yeah, I'm alright even if we don't have big tuna for dinner every night. Occasionally is fine. For me, A4 grade. If it's Matsuzuka beef, fatty meat is best.
That's all you two have been eating at home, huh? Even if the road ahead is uncertain, I lovingly rubbed their heads. Alright, why don't we head back to the shopping district then?
Huh? Why is that? Are you done shopping already?
We have to buy that shampoo you two like, don't we?
Oh, Master is so cool. On the way, let's buy some Matsuzaka beef.
Well, today's a celebration, so why not?
Yay, celebration!
Master's so generous and was vitally vampire. Vanilla's apparently broken. Vanilla just like shut down at a certain point. She's rebooting, so things are being adjusted. Just this once, okay? Together with the happy, high-spirited Chocolate and Vanilla, this was to be the beginning of a bright new life and a new step forward. And then we died. That joke is funny every time for me, I'm sorry. End of demo? Yep. Yes, go on. Aw, did I get sparkles in the actual game? Aw. Oh, man. Oh, are they gonna come and try to work at my place? Is that how I'm gonna meet the other cats? Or are they my old cats? Ah, I don't know. We have to watch all of this, so I hope you're not expecting me to skip this, because I'm not going to. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that wound up being I don't know what it is about the animation. I can't quite explain it. But just the way that they incorporated like motion into the gameplay is so, I don't know, it makes it so much more engaging to play for some reason. I was curious, I will be honest. I was curious when we went into config and there was a boob bounciness. I was curious when boobs were actually going to bounce because typically there is no movement. Oh, good. Well, hey, there they are. Oh. There was no nips, so we're good, right? I don't know. Maybe I have to put cat faces over those. God, did you guys just screw up at the very end? Ugh. Why do you do this to me? God, they just snuck that in right at the end. They're like, they're naked! Ah! Fuck you, game. Fuck yourself.
Nekopara, Cat Paradise.
Well, if that's a thing. We played a thing. Played a thing, everybody.